app.
We're going to begin this hour with the disco-inspired sound of the up-and-coming trio. I love this name, Say She She. They've hit stages from the Hollywood Bowl to Glastonbury, England, and they've just completed a headlining tour in the U.S. for their second album. It's called Silver. Anthony Mason is here to introduce us to Say She She. Anthony, I like the way they sound. Good morning to you.
Me too, Gail. Good morning. I first heard Say She She live at a benefit concert a year ago. I loved their sound and their surprising story. Wait for the end, because we had a little surprise for them.
Shake it all off, toss the ashes, kick the door down, smash the ceiling, leave it reeling.
The disco-delic soul sound of Say She She has caught on so quickly, it's left the band reeling.
It's been a non-stop go.
The three lead singers, Naya Gazelle Brown, Pia Malik, and Sabrina Milio Cunningham, are all classically trained. Pia and Naya met at a house party in Harlem.
And within like 2 minutes of meeting each other, we were singing at each other.
So this was home.
That's right.
Pia and Sabrina met in an old tenement building on Orchard Street on New York's Lower East Side.
You were on the top floor.
I was on the top
So
floor.
I was
She
living on
in
the
building
5th floor first,
Yeah.
by myself in a little studio, and she moved in with her best friend Sean in the apartment directly above me.
Right.
So
And she was kind of loud.
4 a.m. Pia's a night owl, so
can I
yes,
say?
she would come home late night. I'd hear her heels, you know, stomping around at 4 a.m.
But you heard each other singing?
We did.
Yeah. Because you can hear everything through the floorboards and the rafters.
Dear Mr. Man, have you called in all your favors? Have you no more games to play?
After singing backup for other bands, they decided to form their own.
Was there a point when you heard the three of you together and just went, this is it?
Yes. Well, first notes of singing with you guys, I was like, wow, this is a nice blend.
Out of our minds, running for miles, running for miles.
How did you decide what you wanted to sound like? Because there's so many influences I hear in what you're doing.
It really just so organically came out of us, like
We just came as ourselves.
Yeah, we just sound like ourselves. It's like a little patchwork or something. You just sew it together and you go, ta-da.
Ta-da.
little
We're gonna like this, but ta-da.
On their song Blow My Mind, they even sing in Hindi.
some of my favorite parts of the music.
Yeah.
I really,
Yeah,
it's
and they'll
so.
harmonize with the Hindi and learn it too, which is so beautiful. It's like celebrating each other's culture.
I don't need to know.
Pia came to New York from London. Naya came from Washington, D.C. And Sabrina moved downstate from Rochester.
It's taken me a while to find my musical family, and a few iterations of like, you know, trial and error and a few fails, and I just feel so lucky that, you know, I found these two.
Oh, you're gonna get me all choked up.
Sorry, it's true. It's true. I remember Pia booked our first show without us even having any songs written. You know what I mean? She's like, the confidence is like inspired me so much, and it just, and I just love that about her.
That first show in 2018 was at a little Brooklyn club called Barbez.
The crazy thing is, Robert Plant showed up for our first gig ever, and we were like, and my bass player was kicking me from behind. I said, I know who he is, okay?
Led Zeppelin's lead singer just happened to be in the house.
He wasn't there to see us at all, by the way.
Right.
No idea if he liked it, but it felt like a blessing, and we were like, well, you know, if Robert Plant comes to your first show, you got to keep going.
Yeah.
Just 5 years later, Say She She have made a name for themselves.
Tell me how the name came about.
Yeah, it's a bilingual homophone, because we're really nerdy.
It's an homage to the band Chic and its co-founder, Nile Rodgers.
She is like a little nickname for chic, and c'est chic.
Yeah.
And of course, that's the hat tip to Nile.
Pia, Naya, and Sabrina have never met Nile Rodgers and weren't sure he was even aware of them. But we tracked him down on tour with Chic.
This is really a cool surprise.
Where are you?
I am in Auckland, New Zealand.
We asked Nile about Say She She
I know all about him.
and then shared it with them.
No!
No.
Oh my gosh.
This was their reaction.
I wish Say She She all the success in the world. One, because I think it's cool that they're influenced by us, but I also think that it's cool that they're doing it in such an organic way. I would love them to surpass me. That was awesome.
Oh my God!
Oh my gosh, they can't.
Oh, wait, we're messing up our makeup.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. Oh, dang it. We need a Kleenex.
Why does this mean so much to you?
You just grow up and you work so hard, and you know, you try to start things with intention, and you look up to people, and you just, and no, just the validation, and just, it's really sweet. It just,
I mean, we just looked up to Nile for like forever.
you know, he's just a badass.
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys.
Yeah, that is
Wow.
so amazing. I can't thank you for doing that.
Oh.
Boy, that tells you what one little gesture can mean. Our thanks to Nile. You know, we literally reached out to him, and within like 5 minutes, he
yes.
said, "How about now?"
Oh.
And so I literally did that Zoom call like with no notice, and you can see how much it meant. You know.
But what a great surprise for you to do to them, because you can
Well,
see what it means to them, Anthony.
It was obvious to me that honestly, I didn't realize it meant that much. I was so stunned by their reaction. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And they're doing great things, and so I'm really excited for them.
But I like how they say Nile's a badass. We were talking, just them walking, they got a look.
Yeah, they
got
do.
a look that we are badasses too, and
Yeah.
we know
They
what we're
do.
doing.
Well, you can have a look if you got a sound,
Yeah,
because they got a sound.
They got a
true.
great sound.
Yeah.
You introduced us to another great group. I have to say, though, your keen awareness of knowing that if I reach out to him and they respond to that, it made it very special.
Yeah,
So,
it's your knowledge
well
and
done.
connection that brings that together. I also like that Nile, when you contacted him, he said, "Oh, yeah, I know all about him." He already knew. He wasn't looking him up.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're a
Awesome
great
stuff.
musical family. When they said we found our musical family,
They did.
Now
They
I want to
did.
get their music.
Yeah, you should.
That's
It's
what you
really
do,
good.
Anthony. That's
Awesome
what you do.
stuff. Awesome stuff.
Thank
Very cool.
you.
Appreciate you.
Those beans had